Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my members, family and friends and loved ones out there all over the world. Yes, it's that time of the week again. Johnny back here for the new testimonial of the week. I just want to tell you a bit about the power of LifeWays X39. It reactivates your own stem cells in your body, and every couple of days you get about 4,000 brand new fighting genes in your body that fight all diseases and issues. So the testimonial of this week, the testimonial of 2024 week number 48 is
mold poisoning.
Yeah, mold poisoning is not a very big issue. You don't hear about it so much, but it's a part of our testimonials. As you can see on this page, we hold 180 patents of these products worldwide. That's worldwide patents. On my page here is a couple of issues and diseases people are having all over the world. This is the only technology of its kind in the world today, and you can only get it from one of us at LifeWays, because we hold the worldwide patents on the products. So guys, please, if you go through the list on here, and if you go to my landing page on the YouTube channel, the landing page will give you 150 diseases and issues there that people are having with that. We've got testimonials for on every one of them. So if you come on there and you tell me which one it is, message me back on anyway. There's Rumble channel, there's a BitChute channel, there's a YouTube channel, there's LinkedIn, there is Facebook, there is email address, there's a WhatsApp group, there's a Telegram group. So you can get me on any one of those. Drop me a comment on the videos, or contact me on WhatsApp, and I'll get you the testimonials of whichever disease or issue your family member, friends or loved ones are having. Just want to tell you, please, if somebody gets diagnosed with the big C's, the cancer diseases and that, remember some cancers are very aggressive. So the moment you hear about it, let us know, to give your own body enough time to fight the disease and win the fight. Because I have lost two members of mine that we got to them too late, and the body just didn't have enough chance to fight against the disease, and it was quite a aggressive disease, spread to the other parts of the organs, and we just didn't have enough time, and that hurts me to see that we've lost somebody for just being too late. So on the next slide you'll see is a lady with this mold poisoning, and when she started the patches, her father also had cancer. I think it was colon cancer, and she'll tell you a bit about that. So you're not only getting one testimonial from her, there's her testimonial with the bowel disease, and then she had shingles, and the father had cancer. So listen to that one, it's on the next slide. And then on the third slide is a presenter of mine, Beverly Shaker. She's will present the product of how it works and what you can see, and proof of what it does for you and all that type of thing on there. and she's got a couple of testimonials for you as well. What happened to her? Her hair was falling out and all that type of thing, but all the testimonials are from people that are on the product. So guys, don't waste your time. The moment you hear if somebody's got an issue, jump on it. I'm waiting to hear from you, and let's take it from there. And you know, let's let the people live a healthier, younger, and happier life. So I'll see you on the last slide. On the last slide is links to all my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, and then the YouTube channel, the Rumble channel, and the BitChute channel. So it's all there. And I can guarantee you, if you go through one of that 150 issues and diseases on the landing page, you can't tell me not one of your family members are suffering with one of those, because they're all there. High blood pressure, diabetes, you name it, it's all there. You go through it, and then you come back to me, and then you can start sending us some testimonials of what it's done for you, your family, or your loved ones. So guys, hope to hear from you very, very soon, and I'll see you next Saturday when I upload the next testimonial. You get a free, if you please subscribe, then you help my channel get further to more people. And not only that, I get you know, some coffee money to have coffee while I do all these videos, so that I don't get too thirsty and struggle to do a video for you. And not only that, you'll get the free testimonial every week automatically, free of charge. So guys, there's nothing holding you back. I'm waiting for you, and I'm yet. I've been put on earth to get through COVID. 3 times close encounters, not to be here. So I made a promise, if I get through, I want to help people all over the world, and that's my mission. We're actually looking for 1 billion, that's for the members at Lifewise. Lifewise is not a small company. It's been around for 20 years, but only lately that it's taken the world by storm. So guys, thank you. See you next week, and have a happy and pain-free and healthier life. See you then. Bye.
Everyone, and thanks for having me here, Laura. And I'm excited to be here to share my story, because I have 2 stories to share. It's about my personal story as well as my dad. So like Laura said, I'm Sunday Zen, and I've been with Lifeway for almost a year now. But before this journey, I've been in the regenerative medicine and holistic health for 14 years. So my story started about 4 years ago, about end of 2019, when I got diagnosed with toxic mold poisoning, and that nearly took my life. And that's how that catapulted me into going into the regenerative medicine. So I've done everything from frequency medicine, such as Rife machines or hyperbaric therapy, PEMF, ozones. I was steam sauna and cleansing, parasitical cleansing, all sorts of diet changes, as well as swallowing all kinds of pills. And I've done it all, and they all were working to save my life, because before the whole patches, my skin it turned like elephant skin. I think some of you who've experienced this will know what that means. It turned hard. My color discolored, like turned dark, because I had toxic overload, like heavy metal overload. And then I had over 20 different types of bacteria and disease. There were just too much going on with toxic mold. And if anybody is familiar with mold, it can kill you. It can even cause cancer, and it goes into your body and disrupt your immune system. So that was what my journey was. And so as I was spending so much time, as I was talking to Laura earlier and Leah earlier about how I would have to spend about 6 to 7 hours a day under these frequency machines just to kill all the infections that I was having. And that would take me about 3 days out of a week to do that. So I would have to just lay there and do my work there. Now that the patches are in my life, I still maintain some of the modalities, but I don't have to be like that anymore. You know, I'm living my life now. So as I was going through this journey, my friend Lillian Walker, maybe most of you will know her, the powerhouse. She is a friend of mine, and I met her for a long time ago. And she told me to come on the Zoom call. And she says, Sunday, come on Zoom call here. Dr. Stacy speak about the stem cell technology. So I went on and I heard Dr. Stacy spoke, and I was like, okay, these are for me. I'm excited to have them. So I ordered these, the silver pack, which is the X39, X49, carnosine, and Eon. And I got them. But the day I got them, my dad collapsed and went into the ER. And I didn't know what was going on. So I took the boxes the day I got the package, and I went to the hospital, and I found out that he has lymphoma cancer, and he was having bloody stool. So he was bleeding, he was very weak, and my dad's like 6'2", he's very tall, and to see him very weak and just laying in the hospital bed was kind of, it was kind of sad to witness that. So I told my dad, no worries. I know they it says lymphoma, they're trying to transfer you, but let's patch these patches on. I heard great things about it. So that night I patched my dad with those 4 patches that I mentioned. And I just told him to drink water, and I went away. And the next day he texted me and said 50% of his bleeding stopped. And then the second time he used the patches, 100% of his bleeding stopped. So that was a miracle. And then that was the same day that I started patching as well, which I know that you're going to show the photos of my legs. I'm going to jump a little bit, but going back to my condition with my skin and parasites and all the other stuff happening, you'll see it in the screen that Leah's going to show.
I'm going to go ahead, Sunday, while you're talking.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and share these pictures that you shared with us so you can explain it. And I don't know that. Look, there we go.
So August 25th was the day that I also went to the hospital to patch my dad. And that was that's how my legs look. They looked before the patches. And then it took about 4 months of patching, of extreme itching and irritation. And I understand now why that is, because the body's healing and the parasites, or, you know, everything was dying. As they were dying, the itching or the healing crisis, I would say, that's what I was experiencing for 4 months. For 3.5 months, it started to get flat. I still have scars, and that was July 2023 I took. So I still have a few spots left, but it's nothing compared to what I had before. And I wanted to explain that I was dry shaving it with a razor every day. So I know people will think that's insane, but the itching was too intense to a point. It was itching from a cellular level, and it really messed with your mind. And again, I had over 25 symptoms, including Lyme, multiple chemical sensitivity, arthritis, brain fog, microtoxins are everywhere in my brain, as well as, you know, the mold. So that's what I was dealing with. And there are other pictures that we're not showing, but that was all over my body as well.
We can do that. That's your father, so we don't want to show his quite yet. I think, Sunday, that's all the pictures.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I don't think Marcy sent you my body pictures, and that's okay. I would just explain that it was, you know, you can imagine the neck from everything was just wrinkled up. Like I said, it was elephant skin, and I just didn't have any energy, let alone being functioning. And I was walking around like snowflakes, like the skin was just shedding. It was gross. Anyway, so I thought I'd share that. And it's important for people to know that I have tried everything kind of under the sun, you know, and spent a lot of money in health. And I have met.
So let me interrupt you. Not
yes,
to
please.
Be rude. Some people are probably wondering, the picture that they just saw, how long had you been patching? when you started seeing and noticing result? Like, when did it all start coming together for you?
Okay, so since the August 25th, the day I patched him, I'm the lucky one, the 80% that noticed it the first day. Like I was in pain that day. My pain went away. My energy came back. I had a clear mind. But it took 4 months for the scars and that bump, the oozing out, the pus to go flatten and, stop that for 4 months. It took 4 months.
Wow.
And then I started August, so 25th will be the year. It'll be a year coming up. Then that's how my legs look in July. So, and my whole skin is glowing. Like my arthritis with my finger, I know this is like a little bent, but it was like this and now is that. So everything else is changing in my, inside my body. I'm so grateful for this. I mean, for David, for God, for Lillian, for all of you. So that's when I started sharing this product with everybody. It's just such a natural thing.
Well,
So,
I put you on, I should have done it before, so my apologies to everybody, but I have you on speaker view right now because I wanted them to see, and when people come back to view this, how incredible your skin looks. I mean, for you to go from what you say elephant skin to what we saw on your legs, which I'm assuming you probably had a lot of that everywhere, right?
Yep.
If I'm hearing you correctly, and then to look at you now, your eyes are bright. You're just, the whites of your eyes are just sparkling. Your energy, your smile, your hair. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. Leah, do you, I mean, we could go on and on. Leah, do you have any questions for Sunday?
I'm sitting here, I received the pictures. I had absolutely no idea what that woman has suffered through. That is, I'm so excited for you, Cindy. Wow.
Thank you, Leah. Yeah, and the hair, speaking of hair, finally growing back because it was like patches of, bald spots in here. So it's finally growing back. So I would just tell people to be patient. And there's still parts of me that are still healing right now. And I'm just excited to see what will be 2 years from now, right? So, and I had like deeper wrinkles and, just it looks different. The skin just glows with stem cells. So
tell everybody how old you are.
I had to think, I'm 39 and I'm about to be 40 next year.
Oh my gosh. And I have to say, you have a beautiful son.
Thank you.
You're a single mother.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that's a lot. And
that is a lot.
And then you're dealing with all the things and you're trying to work. I mean, being on a Rife machine for that many hours out of the day, for that many weeks out of the day, to have something like this wearable light technology come in your life is, I just got chills when I said that. I mean, it's divine. It is divine. Divine appointment. Absolutely.
Can I share something since we're talking about divine? I had a dream. This is personal, but I'm going to share. I think maybe someone needs to hear that.
Share it.
Yeah. So I would do everything, meditation, right? I came out of a very toxic, abusive marriage. So that there's emotional attached to that. And I wanted people to know, if you're a mom that goes crazy in the evening, I was that mom because it was too much for me. And thanks for pointing that out. That made me comfortable to share this. So I was going through a lot emotionally, physically. And then whenever my son comes back to me, I will muster up my strength and, take him everywhere. But it was too much for me. But these patches, now I'm such a happy mom. Like, I'm going to get emotional. I'm stable. I have energy, but it's not, it's a very grounded, focused energy. So that night before the patches came into my life, I prayed and I said, I know this will heal me, God, but when and how? And that night I had a vivid dream that my legs were white again. And I woke up and I said, something's going to happen. And a few days later, Lillian texted me and said, come on Zoom with Dr. Stacy. So and the fact that the box came and the day that my dad got hospitalized, come on, that was just like, that's synchronicity right there. So, and there's a picture of me patching my dad. It's kind of floating around in the Telegram group. But that's the day that I, as an honor to be able to be the vessel to save his life through this. And I even thank David Schmidt about that when I saw him in the set. Yeah, because it was amazing.
Well, speaking of your dad, let's talk about your dad. So you patched him before you even patched yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what family does, right? You just, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Tell us about his journey. Leah's got some fabulous pictures. So when you think the timing is right for her to show these, and just lay it out for us.
Okay. So my dad, like I said, he was hospitalized. I went there, took the box, and I just patched him. Second time patching, he texted me and said the bleeding stopped. He was still in the same emergency hospital. They still haven't transferred him yet, right? So I was like, whatever. So they kept him there. And so he started patching for 5 weeks. And the 5 weeks of patching, now we can show the picture. The before picture that look all black, the colon, the lymphoma. Yes. So that's 1.5 inches in his stomach area. And also there's some bumps all around it. I don't know the medical terms. I'm just speaking in a layman's term. So there's like a pimple bumps all around it. So they cannot, cut him off. They only recommend chemo. So for 5 weeks he patched, and then we can show the next picture.
Okay, let me come out of here. And we'll go to the next picture. Leah, are you proud of me?
Girl, you are doing such a great job.
She's like, it's all you.
Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Leah's gonna share the big one. She's got the big photo.
Well, I was trying to convert it into something weird.
All right, right here is where we want to be. No, why does that keep coming up like that? Leah,
That's okay.
this picture?
For some reason.
It's not coming up and staying for some reason. That's a
Well,
shame.
we'll show them when it comes up while you're figuring it out.
Yes, go ahead. Keep talking.
So 5 weeks of patching, he was on the 5 different patches. Should I tell them what they are?
Yes, because
Okay.
people are asking about you
Okay.
and your father.
Okay, so it's X39, X49, glutathione, eon, and carnosine. That's the 5 weeks of patching. We wear more than that now, but back then it was 5. And with that 5 weeks patching, we did the PET scan, the second PET scan, and it cleared up everything in his belly and his intestinal line, except that they said there were a few traces left in his bone marrow. So they recommend, of course, chemo. So my dad, with his free will, decided that he will go ahead and do that. So I said, okay, this is your choice, So he went in a second part of his healing journey. He did the chemo just to cleanse everything out and be in remission, I guess. But that time, the most amazing thing is that he was patching. So he walked around and lived his life and do his daily task as if he was not a cancer patient at all.
There it is. Good job.
So that's after 5 weeks. Yeah. So the before and after, we can go back, but if it's not too inconvenient, but before was black. If you remember it, everything was dark.
Black.
Yeah. And that's after 5 weeks. And then the second part, he did chemo. And then there's a picture of his whole body scan picture, I think, that you have. It's all cleared. And that's all clear. Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
And then now has done some testing, and he said everything still look good, but he's going to do his 4th PET scan soon. So I'll update, but I'm sure he's okay because he's been patching for almost a year now, and he's on 7 different patches. So
that's incredible. Leah, by chance, can you get that full body scan to come up? Because that's pretty incredible, because the lack of black in there.
Mm-hmm.
That scan is pretty,
I can.
if you can't,
I can. Yeah.
Yes, Jenny. Thank God for David Schmidt. We pray for him every day.
How can you not?
I do. My son and I pray for him every night. It's the cutest thing.
This is unbelievable.
So that picture, those black ones are kidneys, just so people know that it's not.
Right.
This is, yeah, but it shows his stomach area. If you look at all that, it's all clear.
Clear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the timeline from your father entering the hospital to becoming and seeing this clarity of these scans and pictures, what was the timeline of that, Sunday?
This is December. So
December
August,
of what,
oh,
December of what
so
year?
sorry, August 25th, 2022 to December 26th, 2022.
Okay, wow, okay.
And then he did another one. I think it's in the text message that Marcy shared with you, is that he said they did the third scan, but they didn't show it to him like all this report, but it says it looks fantastic. Like he bolded it. And that was, so he did the third scan already. That was in January. He did a third scan again. And I think, no, March or something. I'm so sorry. I don't remember the timeline. But anyways, he's doing the third PET scan is in March or January. It's one of the text messages.
The third PET scan was done in March of 2023.
There you go.
And
Yes.
he said it was fantastic.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So we're gonna do another one, and he's doing fantastic. I mean, he's not.
How old's your father?
He's 71. 71. Wow. Yeah. It's a miracle. And with my son, I know it's not part of this, but my son has been diagnosed with Asperger. Okay. 5 weeks of patching. He was on the 5 different patches. Should I tell them what they are?
Yes, because people are asking about you and your father. Okay,
so it's X39, X49, glutathione, Eon, and carnosine. That's the 5 weeks of patching. We wear more than that now, but back then it was 5. And with that 5 weeks patching, we did the PET scan, the second PET scan, and it cleared up everything in his belly and his intestinal line, except that they said there were a few traces left in his bone marrow. So they recommend, of course, chemo. So my dad, with his free will, decided that he will go ahead and do that. So I said, okay, this is your choice, So he went in a second part of his healing journey. He did the chemo just to cleanse everything out and be in remission, I guess. But that time, the most amazing thing is that he was patching. So he walked around and lived his life and do his daily task as if he was not a cancer patient at all.
There it is. Good job.
So that's after 5 weeks. Yeah. So the before and after, we can go back, but if it's not too inconvenient, but before it was black, if you remember it, everything was dark. Black. Yeah. And that's after 5 weeks. And then the second part, he did chemo. And then there's a picture of his whole body scan picture, I think, that you have. It's all cleared. And that's all clear. Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
And then now has done some testing, and he said everything still look good, but he's going to do his 4th PET scan soon. So I'll update, but I'm sure he's okay because he's been patching for almost a year now, and he's on 7 different patches. So
that's incredible. Leah, by chance, can you get that full body scan to come up? Because that's pretty incredible, because the lack of black in there.
Mm-hmm.
That scan is pretty,
I can.
If you can't,
I can. Yeah.
Yes, Jenny. Thank God for David Schmidt. We pray for him every day.
How can you not?
I do. My son and I pray for him every night. It's the cutest thing.
This is unbelievable.
So that picture, those black ones are kidneys, just so people know that it's not.
Right.
This is, yeah, but it shows his stomach area. If you look at all that, it's all clear.
Clear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the timeline from your father entering the hospital to becoming and seeing this clarity of these scans and pictures, what was the timeline of that, Sunday?
This is December. So
December of what year?
So sorry, August 25th, 2022 to December 26th, 2022.
Okay, wow. Okay.
And then he did another one. I think it's in the text message that Marcy shared with you, is that he said they did the third scan, but they didn't show it to him all this report, but it says it looks fantastic. Like he bolded it. And so he did the third scan already. That was in January. He did a third scan again. And I think, no, March or something. I'm so sorry. I don't remember the timeline. But anyways, he's doing the third PET scan is in March or January. It's one of the text messages.
The third PET scan was done in March of 2023.
There you go.
And
Yes.
he said it was fantastic.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So we're gonna do another one, and he's doing fantastic. I mean, he's
And
not.
how old's your father?
He is 71. 71. Wow. Yeah. It's a miracle. And with my son, I know it's not part of this, but my son has been diagnosed with Asperger, ADHD, and anxiety. And the biggest thing that he praised a lot is his eyesight. And it was, carnosine helps with eyesight. So he's been wearing that, and we noticed a significant, like he couldn't see 16 feet before. Now he can see it, and it's improving. And I'm just laughing because there's so many things that I can go on with my mom too. She had an eye surgery. Ever since she started wearing these patches, she went and got her eye tested again. And the doctor said, you don't need to have a surgery, because she was supposed to have a surgery if it doesn't improve. So there's so many miracles, right? Like we can go on and on. So,
a family of total divine miracles. And I think and Leah, I know you're probably going to have to, I know you're going to want to say something about this, which is when we offer the body the tools for it to do like it was intended to do, it's amazing the power of the body. I think we forget about, right? And our bodies are so powerful. We just got to give them the tools. We just got to offer it. Good nutrition, water, health and wellness. And girl, you
My name is Beverly Schaefer, and I'm speaking to you from the picturesque town of Paarl, which is nestled in the heart of South Africa's renowned wine country, just outside the vibrant city of Cape Town. And before we begin, I'd really like to just tell you a little bit about myself and my own personal story. So my journey of transformative health began after a decade of dedicated service in the public sector. Like many people in a high pressure role, I found myself being caught up in a relentless cycle of stress and adrenaline. And the toll on my health was quite severe for me, because by March this year, I was experiencing an alarming amount of hair loss and this persistent brain fog, with also a profound lack of enthusiasm for my own life. It was a wake-up call for me that forced me to reevaluate my priorities and seek a new path or a new journey in my own life. And ironically, I felt worse after leaving my job than I did during those intense years of working in the sector. But it wasn't just my own health that motivated me to make a personal change. I have loved ones who are bravely fighting cancer as we speak, and I've seen firsthand the devastating impact that poor health can have on all of our lives. I knew that if I took control of my own well-being, not just for myself, but for those who are close to me. And as a long-time advocate for alternative health approaches, I embarked on a quest for solutions. I was inspired by a YouTube presentation that I stumbled upon regarding the transformative power of X39. And with an unwavering belief in my own body's innate ability to heal, I embarked on this X39 journey on the 5th of May this year. Now, within 5 weeks, it took about 5 weeks for me, a profound shift had occurred. At first, it was quite slow, but then I suddenly realized I was in a different space. The fog that had enveloped my mind had completely dissipated. And I was replaced by a clarity and a vitality that I had not experienced in many, many years. It was as if I had turned back the clock an entire decade of my life. And I was able to tackle my favorite activities with a renewed passion and enthusiasm. And yes, including playing padel for 8 hours a week, which I continue to do. I was amazed, really, by my body's ability not only just to play so often, but also to recover and bounce back every single day. It's not just about the physical benefits, though. It's about this sense of freedom and this joy that has come from within because I feel so truly alive and well. And so I'm very excited to share this gift with you this evening so that you can also experience a similar health transformation as I have had. And if you can just assume that you can. All right, so this is a profound technology that has hit the world. It's been in the country for in the world for quite some time, but really it is a unique technology that is only existing with this particular company. So the product and the company name is called LifeWave, and it really is stem cell reactivation technology in a patch. And it literally is in a patch, the size of a 50-cent coin, as small as that, with tremendous power. Right, let's talk a little bit about the, I think I've gone back one too many. Just give me a second. My apologies. If I can just show you a small clip.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the
Can you all hear?
dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system.
My apologies. I seem to have.
Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis.
Okay, I must apologize. I'm having an IT. I'm just going to start this again so that it doesn't actually, I won't interfere. There we go.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
Bless you. Bless you. Right, so let's talk a little bit about the company itself. Well, as I said, LifeWave is an American company. It's been in existence since 2004, way back. I'm just moving this so that I can actually see my slides. Way back in 2004, when David Schmidt, the inventor, came out with the first patch product called the Energy Patches. Okay. He then opened up the company in 87 countries currently, doing incredibly well. At 2019, he launched his flagship product called the X39, and it's only been about 2 years in South Africa, but 2019 it arrived, and it took his company in 2021 started as a $20 million company. It has progressed dramatically, and this point is really to show you that we're looking at over $1 billion in 2025. So people are taking this product very seriously because it actually says and does what it's meant to do. Now, this is David Schmidt. He is not only just the scientist, he is an inventor in his own right. He has over 180 patents on these products. He specializes in what we call age reversing, not anti-aging. And in 2008, David focused on stem cell research. Now, the X39 patches that we talk about, this one over here, took 10 years to make and $4.5 million to bring to market. So it is a very, very special product, and definitely the flagship product of LifeWave. This product is patented, and in America, patents are very, very difficult to get unless you can actually prove in itself, clinically research, or what the product does. It must be able to do what it says on paper. And if you look very clearly, it says that it elevates the copper peptide, and the copper peptide is the master ingredient of a stem cell, including the activation of stem cells, as well as the improvements in energy and elevation of antioxidants. Now, the New England Journal of Medicine has stated that the #1 indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Now, if we ask, well, what are stem cells? Stem cells are the cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell. They have an incredible power to heal and repair any organ or tissue. So if you were conceived at one point in your life, you were just one stem cell, and then the first thing is that the fetus starts making the organs through the stem cells. Now, I'm always gobsmacked when I see this slide because the numbers are just quite remarkable. The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Now, a teenager has about 1 billion active adult stem cells, but by age 30, you've dropped already to 400 million, a complete 60% reduction. And by age 60, this number has dropped to 100 million, which is a 90% reduction. And we know that as you get older, past 60, 70, and 80, if you get a severe injury or you have a fall, it is very, very difficult to heal from those major changes in your body. If I can just ask that everybody just please mutes themselves. So how does it work? Well, we know that copper peptide is the holy grail of anti-aging. And these stem cells, which are patented products, as we said, well, patches which stimulate and regenerate the body's own stem cells, are made of nanocrystals in this little white mesh. It is formulated that when it touches the skin and the infrared heat, the normal temperature of our bodies, comes up and hits this little patch, the patch then pushes the light back into the body and stimulates a peptide called copper peptide. And copper peptide, as we said, is that master ingredient of a stem cell. Now, we know that this patch is non-invasive, non-transdermal, and has a 3M medical grade adhesive on it. What do we mean by that? Well, it's not actually a nicotine patch, for example. A nicotine patch has nicotine on it, and when you put it onto the skin, it goes through the skin. There is nothing on this patch that goes from the patch into the skin. This is a patented technology that stimulates the body's own peptides in the skin using light or phototherapy. Quite cutting edge on regenerative medicine. Right, so what does it do when we stimulate and we wake up these dormant stem cells in our bodies? Well, firstly, we have rapid pain relief. We can reduce inflammation. We can support wound healing. We get a lot more energy and vitality. We have mental clarity. We get fantastic performance when we are doing sports, faster recovery from exercise, and of course, an improved skin appearance. Right, so how do you wear this patch? Well, you wear the patch 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. And we always say, well, why do you only wear it for 12 hours? We don't want the body to get lazy. We want the body to be to have the phototherapy, which will stimulate our own bodies to repair. So we need to have that period of time off. We then throw away these patches, and in the next day, we put a new patch on and we repeat the process. Now, we can wear more than one patch at a time. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't overdose on these patches. But what is key is to drink plenty of water, particularly electrolytes, which will help the patches in communicating the different frequencies to the body. And if you look at the two little red dots on those pictures, just below that large spinal bone, you put the patch either there on the back of the base of the neck or 2 fingers down from the belly button. Those are the 2 clinically researched areas to wear the patch. But actually, you can put the patch anywhere you want to. If you have pain on the arm, you can put the patch right there on the point of pain. Right, so what actually happens? Now, this is clinically researched. We know for that within the first few days of wearing this patch, 4,000 genes begin to reset themselves. And within 6 weeks, the brain becomes much more balanced. There's a decreased symptom of post-traumatic stress or anxiety or depression. With 3 months, the collagen in your face and your body starts to increase. You'll see decreased wrinkles. You'll see that your hair growth increases. And there's a greater structural integrity on both your skeletal as well as your muscular systems. Within 6 months, clinically shown that the heart reverses in age. So in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years just after 6 months of using X39. That is truly remarkable. And David Schmidt calls this not the anti-aging, but the age-reversing technology. Right, this is a website for anybody that would like to go and look at the clinical studies, go and have a look at more information. It's www.thisisitinfo.com. And if you'd like to read it in a different language, you can click on the website and it will show you all the various languages to which you can actually read the information or get more technical or scientific information if you so please. Right, so what is the protocol? Right, well, we said that X39 works wherever your body needs it most. So you might put it on the arm and find, well, oh gosh, why is it not working on my sore arm? Remember, this is an internal healing process. So the X39 will go where the body needs it most. And very often we may not feel that until some time when we realize that we actually are feeling better. And David Schmidt advises to use the patches for a minimum of 90 days. And why does he say that? Well, he says that because in his clinical research, people react differently. Some people get an incredible result within a week. Mine took about 5 weeks. Some people take 90 days. So we say, take on the 90-day protocol, wear it daily for at least 90 days, and then 1 month per decade of life for optimum results. Although that is the recommendation, as we said, we've seen results in days, hours, and even minutes. But remember, you need to manage the expectations that everybody's body is unique and different, and water is key to the effect of these patches. Right, so these are the results of a topography map, and a topography map measures the heat that is coming off a body. This is a 77-year-old woman who placed X39 on the back of her neck. And in the first session, you can see where the red is. There's inflammation in her brain, very little stem cell activity, a lack of brain coherence. And after 3 weeks of X39, you can see that the inflammation is almost gone, far better brain coherence. And in the 6th week of wearing X39, there was a complete turnaround, much better brain coherence and improved stem cell activity. So remember, as you age, the stem cells in your organs, including your brain, your heart, your liver, lungs, and kidneys, and skin, all go dormant. This is an inflammation of the heart map. In day 1, as you can see the red patches on the side of the heart. Wearing X39 after 2 months, how much the inflammation had actually dissipated, and after 5 months, how the inflammation had almost disappeared, right, completely out of the way of the stem cell patches. This is an inflammation reduction in 30 minutes. So if you have a look, this is somebody's back, and you can see the red, the inflammation on the back. After 30 minutes of placing the patch, here you can see how much the back's inflammation had healed. This is the torso in the front, the inflammation, and within 30 minutes. This is also quite amazing. This lady had pain in her hands, and after 30 minutes of carrying the patch, the inflammation, as you can see, has been removed. We know that these patches are so fantastic. They can be used on animals as well as children, and of course on adults. So they're perfectly safe to be used with all living things. And this is a picture of a horse before and after. If you have a look at the inflammation before that patch was placed and afterwards, how much the inflammation had been removed. Now, this is famous Poplap, the dog, a South African dog who had paralyzed back legs. And Poplap, it's generally a problem with the breed, but have a look and see what happened to Poplap, who's become internationally famous. As you can see, he drags his back legs. Four days on X39. That's Poplap. He still uses the 2 back legs simultaneously, but he's healed amazingly. Quite a remarkable effect on Poplap's life and on his owners, who absolutely adore him. Right, these are pictures of women that have been, and to show wrinkles, how wrinkles have dissipated, who have been on the product for some time. If you look at the lady, we're on 1 year, how much her face had changed, how the wrinkles had completely dissipated. The day 45 days, if you look at the crow's feet along the eyes, how much of those wrinkles had gone. I'm always amazed by these ladies. 1 year again on the screen right over here, how much that lady's face had changed here within 9 weeks. And here we can see 5 months, if you look at how the mouth drops and then how much it had actually reverted back. And this is definitely age regression. Vitiligo is a terrible debilitating disease, and you can see this gentleman after 3 months almost healed his vitiligo on X39, and this one completely healed. This lady had suffered the unfortunate Bell's palsy. Within 3 months, her face had returned almost back to its original look, and within 10 days, psoriasis on the knees and legs, how much that had improved. And here is an injury. I'm not sure what doctor did that kind of stitches, but within 12 days, how much that had improved. Circulation, psoriasis, gout, these kinds of problems very often are improved dramatically. If you look at day 1 and day 5 here with circulation, you can see here also how much this person's feet had improved. Here's a live blood analysis. The clumping of the blood definitely shows that the blood is not healthy. 10 minutes of placing the X39, how well the blood had rearranged itself. Now, open wounds is a big one, and we can see many people struggle to have wounds healing quickly. This is 21 days using the X39. You can see it's an open wound and how it had actually closed. This gentleman was wearing the patches on his face. He had terrible wounds, and after 7 weeks, almost unrecognizable how much his face had changed. This is a young boy who had an accident, and within 5 days, you can see his young still got stem cells, had improved dramatically. This is a child who had lost his finger. You can see here after 21 days, the nail had come back and regrown. Hair. Now, we talked about hair loss, and of course, men are very happy to see that their hair starts coming back here within 7 weeks, within 6 weeks. And as you can see, everybody has different times of hair returning. 3 months from there to there. It's quite remarkable. And we also know that hair not only comes back, but goes from gray back to its original color. Now, this is a fantastic story because it was the beginning of David Schmidt's invention. So in 2004, as I said, David had developed the energy patch. He was working with the Navy SEALs, and he was asked to develop something to help with their energy when they were on long projects with very little sleep. And he developed this patch, and then the military took a different stance, and he had this invention with him. And through talking to people and various people, he eventually landed up sitting next to the American swim coach for the American Olympic swim team. And he managed in 2004 to get the American swim team patched. And first of all, they were patching, and I only heard this on the weekend by David himself, that during the practice sessions, the swimmers were already breaking their world records. Anyway, they went to the Olympics, and most of them did exceptionally well. And of course, in all these photographs, everybody saw these pictures of these patches on these swimmers. And the Olympic Committee took the patches, and they took the trophies, and they tested the patches, and they found that there was nothing on these patches that stimulated artificially any of the performance of any of the swimmers or the athletes. So it is fully legal to wear these. And if you had looked at the last Olympics, you might have seen many pictures of the Olympic athletes wearing these patches in all kinds of sports. Now here you see Michael Phelps, Olympic gold in 2004, wearing the energy enhancer. There you see Serena Williams. She's got a patch on her hand. David Beckham, way back before he had all his tattoos. And then Superbike Lorenzo Salvatore, who wears it on his own health. Right, so as we said, the X39 is the foundation life patch. This is the patch that reawakens your body's own stem cells. Key to if you want to live a life and get back to the energy and vitality that I talked about in my own personal journey. But there are a number of supporting patches that we can see. And the first one is we talk about is the X49. And X49 works on muscle mass, bone density, and heart health. And it is a great patch that works in conjunction with the X39. So I tend to wear these every single day because I play sport. I'm able to actually keep my bones healthy because I am, sort of in my almost in my sixth decade of life. I need to make sure that I have healthy skeletal and muscular systems. Right, and then the next one we have is Ice Wave. Ice Wave is a fantastic patch that works on pain reduction. This has been clinically researched to reduce the pain threshold by 50% within 10 minutes of placing those ice wave patches on the body or on the point of pain, and using a specific method because they come as two. There's a brown or a tan patch and a white patch, and we use them concurrently as a pair. There are no side effects, and it's very easy to work with these patches. Then we have glutathione, a fantastic immune booster, antioxidant. It's 300% stronger than having a drip that you would do to try and get, work on your body's immune system. A very powerful antioxidant. We then work with carnosine. Carnosine is a fantastic brain function, memory focus, also works with endurance sports, and helps to lengthen telomeres. And telomeres are, the longer the telomeres, the more that your biological age has regressed or improved to the benefit of anti-aging. Right, then we have Aeon or Eon, and this is a fantastic patch. Before the X39, this was the flagship patch because it not only helps to reduce stress, but it really does work on inflammation. So if you have chronic pain, usually there is inflammation. We call it the happy patch because it really does not only help to remove the inflammation over a period of time, but work on people that struggle with feeling down. All right, we then have silent nights for those who are have struggled falling asleep. So it helps to regulate sleep. It helps to increase melatonin in the body and improve the quality of sleep. The energy enhancer, as I talked about, to increase energy, fat burning, and endurance. And then SP6, which works on hormones, on weight, on appetite. It helps to aid digestion. It's not only for women. It can be used both men and women, particularly on the endocrine system. And then finally, the Aloe Vera, which is about working with vibrant, helping to improve your skin, reduce wrinkles, and build collagen in the face. It also has great effects
So thanks guys for watching the whole testimonial with me, and I hope to hear from you soon. As you can see on this last slide here is the Power of Life race, and all to thanks David Schmidt, our founder and CEO of the company. So don't hesitate. Drop us a message. As you can see, I'll be your distributor because you saw this product on this video. So please like and subscribe and share my channel so that I can get some financial benefits to do all this work. And just don't forget, guys, this is a miracle patch. That's how it looks like again. That's all it is. No injections, nothing going into your body. It just sticks on parts of your body, and you get all the miracles, the benefits out of it. So please like and subscribe on my channel. My landing page is a list of all diseases and issues that we are having throughout the world now. And if you see one there that relates to one of your family members, friends or loved ones, drop me a message on the number below, which is, as you can see, it's down below. Which one it is, and I'll send you live testimonials back from people that are on this technology and getting fantastic results, and you can see it for yourself. So guys, don't hesitate. I'm waiting to hear from you, and thanks for watching the video all the way through, and I'll definitely see you next Saturday when I upload the next testimonial. So enjoy the week, and think about this. It's nothing to think about. It's a no-brainer. But I know for a lot of people they've got different things going on in their lives and that. So just hook me up and I'll send you more information, and I can hook you up to this technology. You will never be sorry that you done it. Not only helping people is the most soothing thing in my life because of what happened, how we got to where we are. I lost my business and all that because of that. So hope to see you next week, and enjoy the week. Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay younger. And let's see each other again next week. Thanks for being here, and greatly appreciate it. And I'm definitely waiting to hear from you. We don't need the people to live with suffering and all over the world. Let's do this, guys. We're after 1 billion family. That is our target. Thank you, and enjoy the week. Bye.